boy.
And speaking of winners.
Talk about a jaw dropper. Okay, lot
Wow.
23. Look at this car. It's a 1963 Chevrolet Corvette Resto-Mod coupe being offered without reserve. Unbelievable. Fully documented build, receipts totaling over $500,000. Many top shelf awards, including Autorama Best in Class. Incredible custom bodywork with award-winning paint finishes. Please note this vehicle is being sold on a bonded title. Lot 23, the 63 Corvette Resto-Mod without reserve.
So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it looks like when you want to build a car and spend, I think it was closer to $550,000, but certainly over $500,000 documented, spent on this build. And here to be sold today without reserve to the high bidder who give $350,000, $300,000, $300,000. Set it in wherever you like, guys. $300,000. At three, it would have been $300,000 down. One, three, it would have been $300,000. Who give $250,000? At $250,000. I bid $100,000. Okay, we got $100,000 to start. $150,000. Everybody can bid. At 100 here, it would have been 150, 50, 50 here, it would have been 100, 150. At 100 here, it would have been 50, 50, 50 here, it would have been 100, 150, 150, 150, 150. At 100 here, 125.
This is absolutely an incredible Resto-Mod here. I mean, from the color scheme to the interior to the engine bay still has character, right? It's not all panels covering everything and whatnot. You see the heart of this thing, and it's absolutely fantastic. I had a chance to take a look at it, just the way the hood hinges on it. It's beautiful. It's well executed. You know, $500,000 build sheet on this thing. Obviously, there's a lot of years, I'm guessing, of work. Obviously, a lot of money. This thing is cool. You just...
This is the kind of car, Travis, I say that if you're trying to attract the ladies, this is the car you want.
Sure. There you go.
That's my technical terminology for it.
I mean, whatever your goal is, I think this car is probably a Swiss Army knife. It'll cover all the bases for it. It's just really neat. Obviously, the 63 split window is storied in its design, although they were hard as heck to see out of the back of, but what a cool car. I
remember this one from our walk around, right?
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
when we
absolutely.
were, okay.
I would die to drive this car, and somebody's going to walk away from this here with a fantastic deal. I mean, but again, this is all part of, I talked about what a seller should be ready for with something like this. You've created a piece of art, and, you may not make all your money back on it, but really, when you build a car like this, that's not the point. These guys are building this to compete. They're building it to really push artistic expression in the automobile. You're getting to see what the taste is of the owner and the builder, which is really a neat thing to see. It's kind of like a fingerprint, right? Everybody that does a modified car, they're leaving their impression, their fingerprint on it. And it's neat to see that this is the way that particular individual builder interpreted it.
How they interpreted it, yeah.
This
like
design.
any other work of art.
And I think when it comes to doing Resto-Mod cars, there's something extremely special about looking at the original design intent from the original designers and putting yourself in their shoes and saying, hey, listen, how can we capture that original design intent and move it into modern technology and processes?
So this one's got all the bells and whistles in it too, right?
Absolutely. This is a car that you can definitely get in and drive at a very high rate of speed and just really enjoy. And from our shop, we've built several high-end pro touring cars for, SEMA and the Detroit Autorama and things like that. And I understand and appreciate so much how much work goes into this. It's two sides of a coin here between restoration, which you're really confined and beholden to historical accuracy and the technical aspect of that, and just mountains and mountains, and in some cases years and years and years of research. Whereas something like this, you're taking engineering and design and marrying them together. You're talking about some parts on this may be bought off the shelf, and that part is designed in a vacuum, right? On its own, it's designed to work well, but how does that work with these other pieces that are involved in this? Parts have been machined for this. Pieces have been custom made. There's an incredible amount of work that goes into it, and you're putting so many puzzle pieces together to present this final package that really is, I will never not be in awe of what it takes to do a pro touring car like this. It just is, when it's well executed, you have to tip your hat to the genius, the design of the owner and the builder. And this is a fantastic example. Again, like I said, I am here as a student today.
You're definitely my teacher today, that's
for
sure.
So let's I'm happy to be the teacher, but we'll get over to that.
Rod and Charlie.
I'm going to take a sip. You bid. 210. 215 on bid. 220. 220. 220. Thanks for the help. 220. 215 I bid. 220,000. 215 I bid. 220,000 on one of the best 63s I've ever seen. 215. 220,000. 215 for the 220,000. Does anybody else want to bid? 220,000. An incredible build, and the builders are happy to help you with the car when you buy it. That's a great, great value. 215 on bid. 220. 220,000 once. Twice. Are y'all done? Last call. Sold. Going to a great home. 215,000. Going to Texas. 215,000. Number 20. Very, very well bought.